our lives? How many times were we hiding in a cave and God wanted to pour the blessings out, but we were too busy back there feeling sorry for ourselves? Anybody relate? God help me. I believe the cave is where God forms character. Uh, think about it. David had already killed Goliath. He was famous. They were singing songs about him, weren't they? They were saying, oh, he's popular. Kind of reminded me a little bit about Joseph when he's out there telling him, hey, let me tell you about my dreams. But David's going through that same type of program where let's edify David. Let's lift up David. Let's help David forget what he's doing this for, and let's let David feel like a king. But you see, fame doesn't equal maturity. And that cave was where God shaped a leader. He depended upon God. And here's the thing. I was thinking about this morning. He learned how to lead broken people. Think about it. If he gets anointed king, Saul is pushed out of the way, whatever manner. Let's just say he disappears. We'll play with that later. But get Saul out of the picture. God has him anointed by Samuel. He's not very old. And okay, now let's stick him in the palace. Is he ready? Is he a king that's ready to lead some broken people? No. He's a king that's ready to lead a nation that doesn't have any problems. He's a young man. He has not matured yet. And so, is he ready? You and I can look at the picture and say, no, he's not ready. Even though the Bible calls him a man after God's own heart, God still has to do some working on this young man. Right? Let's take the young man that they're singing songs about and teach him he has to rely upon God every step of the way. Let's teach him that. Because right now what I have is a leader that can lead any nation as long as everything's going well. But I don't have a king that can lead a mighty nation yet. And by the way, under David, under King David and King Solomon, his son, the nation of Israel never experienced that type of wealth. Ever. Never again in history have we seen the victory of the Jewish people like we did when King David and King Solomon were on the throne. Why is that? I believe it's because they went to the cave. I believe it's because God took them there and He worked on them, and those 400 scoundrels became 400 mighty men. Think about that. As David's there his first day, and he's sitting there and he's looking around at all the people that have gathered around, and he's like, well, he owes Bank One. That one's been a slave since he's 13 years old because he can't pay his bills. This one over here, his whole family has completely abandoned him. They don't want anything to do with him. They say he might have killed somebody when he went to that other town. What in the world am I supposed to do with these folks? You see, David had to learn how to lead scoundrels too. Learn how to lead the difficult people. Then we'll bring you to the throne and let you lead a nation. You see, I think as we look back on this, it's easier to see God's hand in it. It's easier to see God as saying, David, I need you to depend on me. I need you to stop relying on your songs and your giant slaying and your rocks and all of those things. I need you to put all of that aside for a moment and understand I'm going to use you. How do you lead broken people? Come on, David, let's show you. I'll teach you in the cave. In verse 2 it says, all those who were in distress or in debt or discontented gathered around him. These were not the elite soldiers that we find later on. These were people that were stressed out. These are people that are broken. These are people that are frustrated with their families.